Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. We see the Unit 4 Internetworking between wireless local area networks and wireless wide area networks. So in this chapter, we are going to learn about how to internetwork between the WLAN and WWAN by means of different technologies, as well as using the different standards and different coupling schemes. Okay, and using different coupling schemes, and finally we able to internetwork between the local multi-point distributed system as well as multiple multi-point distributed system. So with respect to this topics, we are going to see in the unit 4. So wireless local area networks, which can able to work in unlicensed spectrum, because due to the interference, it can able to cover the range only from 30 to 300 meters. So only it covers only small area because of heavy movement within limited mobility, but it can offer higher data rates, and it is well suited for hotspot coverage rather than with a limited mobility. We can say that this can also supports for 3G with voice support, wide coverage and high mobility, and this can also be useful for wireless usage requiring higher mobility. And we can say that the integration between WLAN and 3G with both are complementary. Integration is highly significant to make wireless multimedia as well as for supporting for high data rate services, since we don't know about the exact population rate. So how many number of mobile users enters the system, so depending upon that, the integration will be performed with the high data rate services. And multimedia with the 3G and WLAN terminal can also access high bandwidth data rates. Since WLAN coverage is offered, we can able to access the wide area network using 3G at any place, and this can able to allow only limited multi-access functionality. If you are using separately, it will allow only for limited multi-access functionality. To make the solutions more effective, we go for integrated solution. We are integrating the WLAN and WWAN such that we get more seamless subscribers within a WLAN environment. So this is the main objective and requirements. First is extent of interdependence between the standards should be minimized or localized within the point of interconnection, and 3GPP WLAN interconnection setup versus the uh, WLAN with capable subscription device is an additional added advantage for providing new subscriptions for 3GPP services. So the user may or may not be with available with third generation partnership program capabilities. So without a substantial hardware or software upgrades, they need to set up the connection. So if they are using for any applications with a strong business case, this can lead to extent of third generation partnership program, for which the user and to whom the system has to allocate for particular resources, and for providing 3GPP subscription, and who want additional services or hardware or software upgrades. And this is the following or the intra networking requirements: common billing and customer care, 3GPP based access control and charging, 3GPP based packet switch network, service continuity, and circuit switch networks. So first is common billing and customer care. So unlike 2G and other technologies, 3G also have to provide a common bill and provide adequate customer care services requirements. And 3GPP based access control and charging with respect to AAA concept. AAA is nothing but authentication, authorization, and accounting. Authentication for authenticated users authorized for the uh, user who access with the secured services. Accounting for which service they require, we need to provide the service, either UMTS network with a SIM card to access the subscriber identity module, with respect to WLAN services. Next is 3GPP packets switched services. They can able to access 3GPP data services with subscribers within a WLAN environment. Though mobile subscriber can able to select or able to access the 3GPP services within the available network scenario, they can able to provide service continuity even though they are in any other range. That is, if they go for out of range coverage area, they need to support with the packet switching. Service continuity, the goal is to provide seamless service continuity. And circuit switch network is with respect to 3GPP operator has to offer circuit switch services with WLAN with the voice as well as video calls. So seamless connectivity services is must for these services. Next, three schemes which offer to connect WLANs and 3G networks is mobile IP approach, gateway approach, and emulator approach. Mobile IP approach is also called as loose coupling approach. Here, mobile IP, we know that home agent, foreign agent, the data transfer between home agent and foreign agent in unit 2 we have learned. The same concept we are going to use it for the mobile IP approach, which is called loose coupling. Here we integrate the 3G services with the WLAN. So this provides approach for IP mobility services for roaming between 3G as well as WLAN. First, we need to install the important updates for the mobile IP devices with the home agent and foreign agent in both the networks, and then data transfer can be able to be simplified with uh, all the required strategies. So we may not know that where the user is registered and how the where the user current network belongs to, either home network or the foreign network, the packet delay, packet loss, or the problem in terms of handoffs. So this mobile IP approach suffers from triangular routing. We have already seen in the mobile IP how the triangular routing makes the data transfer with respect to the optimization. We need to go for optimization. If it does not have any optimization, then it doesn't provide adequate services with the user equipment followed by the radio network controller, 3GPP SGSN, 3GPP GGSN, and one more part we have the home WLAN access point with the L1 and L2 service providers along with the IP router, which in turn connected with the home agent and foreign agent. The data can be connected to the host system. Next approach is nothing but simplified approach, which is the gateway approach. So this gateway approach is connecting between two devices. One device acts as an internal device and it exchanges information between the two networks, converts the information as a signals, and then forward to the roaming users. Finally, it can handle the subscriber independently. So this offers inter-system roaming. Inter-system roaming means when the device roams within the particular network. And the advantage of using the system is roaming users goes through the node without processing the mobile IP. As well as handoff and delay losses can also be reduced when compared to the mobile IP approach. Here we have an additional gateway which acts as the uh, node which can process without having a mobile IP. And instead of using a mobile IP or home agent and foreign agent, we use a router. Next is emulator approach, which is called as tight coupling approach. This is the final approach for the communication between internetworking between 3G systems and WLAN. So this is one of the system which replaces the 3G access stratum with WLAN layer 1 and layer 2. So here we can have a access point which can be viewed through the 3G network controller, or you can serve for the GPRS supporting node system, that is SGSN as well as GGSN. So here mobile IP is not at all required. This is processed by packet forwarding mechanism, can be done by means of using 3GPP core network itself. Core network is nothing but 3GPP SGSN and 3GPP GGSN. finally it will handle the information through the router. So one of the major disadvantages is that a gateway GPRS supporting node will have to receive all the information, and it is one of the single point to the internet, and all the packets have to go to the GGSN first. Then only the data will be transferred through the host system through the router. So here the GGSN and the core network becomes a bottleneck. Why? Because if anything fails from the GGSN or core network, complete core network, totally the information cannot be passed, since information is along only with RNC emulator as well as GGSN. So main component is GGSN here. So this becomes a bottleneck. So till now we have completed the three approaches which is useful for the internetworking 3G systems along with the WLAN. So thanks for listening this video. We'll see it in the next video. Thank you.